Hello everybody, this is Charles and I am back with another toy review, this time for Bandai's Metal Build Gundam Exia Repair 4. Alright, so it's been a while since I last made a toy review and I'm happy to be back making a toy review. This is a Tamashii web exclusive and we can see that the Exia Repair 4 box art typically follows the style of the Metal Build Exia box art, which is a nice touch. And then I like the fact that they have this signature here, Graham Gundam, alright, which is very cool. And here we have the back of the box art whereby we have Repair 4 in all its elements and so on and so forth. So I just received this from Bandai today and can't wait to give a review to you guys. Alright, so without further ado, I'm gonna go to the figure. Remove the box first. I'm gonna lower the camera a little bit. Alright, and here we have Exia Repair 4. Okay, so Exia Repair 4 came more or less this way. Okay, the only thing I had to attach for the figure is the back over here, the back skirt over here. Otherwise, it comes assembled this way. Pretty nice figure, and there's a lot of die-cast content to the figure as per most Metal Build figure. So let me just go from the top. So you see over here, the hinge holding on to the GN shield is made of die-cast. We have the inner frame here, the chest component. Okay, over here, just focus the camera a little bit. Yeah, this part is made of die-cast as well. Okay, then you have the inner frame is made of die-cast. Let me just go to the back over here. So you can see inside here, okay, the hollow part inside here, this entire frame inside is made of die-cast. Shoulder joints are made of die-cast as well. For the shoulders of this part, okay, the shoulder joint here is die-cast, elbow joint is die-cast. Over here, the entire arm, almost the entire arm, this entire arm here is made of die-cast, which is really, really cool. And where we have the midsection here, the torso, here is die-cast. Inner frame is die-cast as well. And then we have the lower waist, die-cast. And we have also the thigh joints, die-cast. As we move down, let me show you furthermore. The knee joints over here, die-cast. And the secondary knee joints over here are die-cast as well. Over here we see more die-cast on the side. And then the lower part of the leg, okay, this is die-cast as well. The ankles, alright, over here. And the feet are die-cast. So there's a lot of die-cast. This is a very, very heavy figure. So holding this figure, it does feel really awesome and really, really cool. And the design wise is mainly the Gundam Exia. So you will see that the lower part of the body, okay, especially this entire lower part of the body, this part is entirely the same as the Exia Repair 3. Okay, and the changes that were made were mainly over here. Okay, I think they changed the shoulder pad over here. Over here you can see the incomplete chest plate over here. And then we have a totally remolded shoulder pad over here and the arm here. The arm is really cool. So the arm is really, really nice. I like the way he looks very organic and looks very raw. Okay. Head wise, I think it's exactly the same as the Exia Repair 3 head. And for the shield, it's exactly the same as the GN shield that's used for the Quant. Alright, it's exactly the same. The only thing is the orientation is different. So for the Quant, the shield is on the left side, whereas for Repair 4, the shield is on the right side. So this is a difference that they have for this piece. So articulation wise, okay, you can see the head, you can get a full 360 rotation, okay. Just be careful about it, alright. Neck-wise, you can look up this much, look down this much. There's a little bit of a front-back motion for the neck, alright. Over here, you have some articulation for the yellow fins over here. Alright, for this part, okay, it does, this white part, it does seem to imply that there's a joint over here, okay. But in actual fact, there's nothing, okay. So it's a full solid piece, so do not try to move this piece and break the plastic in the process, because this is not a movable piece. Alright, another movable piece over here, you can see the shoulder. This shoulder white part, you can actually lift it up. Okay, not by a lot, just slightly. It isn't really a feature either, so there's really no point actually moving this part. Alright, and then arms wise, you can do full 90 degrees upwards. Shoulder wise, you can move 45 degrees. Alright, and arms wise, you can actually move it out. So let me just rotate the arms first. You can actually move the arms out pretty much. Alright, And over here you have you have 360 rotation for the elbows. Okay, not gonna do the 360 here. And you have double jointed arm joint over here. Okay, so basically this part is exactly the same as what you get for Exia. And you get full 360 rotation for the wrist as well. Alright, and the way of the Exia arm here is formed is that should you have the what you call it, the GN sword. So you have the GN sword, you can actually place the GN sword here and you can hold the sword. Alright, it doesn't come with the GN sword, so you can't showcase it over here this time around. And the arm here, this very nice organic arm is really cool. Alright, really cool. You have a double jointed elbows as well. Okay, and you have full 360 rotation over here at the elbow. And full 360 rotation for the wrist. Alright. Waist wise, okay, the waist wise, you can move front this much, okay, quite a fair bit of movement front. You can move back this much. There's no back, you can arch the back, so this is like when you move all the way to the back, it's just goes to the default position. It doesn't arch backwards. Alright, and over here at the back we see this joint over here. This is a very interesting joint to hold the sword. Okay, it allows you to move the sword and maneuver the sword in such a way that you can actually move it in a way that you can have the arm grab the sword over here. So let me just skip this stop over here for a moment while I go to the instructions. So the instruction is really cool, full color instructions. So here it shows you, the accessories that it has, how to install certain things, and then it does show, for example, I say over here, you can move it. Okay, the back here allows you to move the sword in such a way in the position that you can actually use the arm and grab the sword if you want to. Use a hand to grab the sword, sorry. Yeah, and that's pretty much it for this instruction manual. Okay, let me just go back to the figure. Okay, so over here you can actually push the waist joint a bit forward if you want to, just for more articulation. Okay, I'm not gonna do it this time around. Okay, let me see. Over here you can move the thigh joints about 45 degrees sideways. Okay, move it about 90 degrees forward. You have double jointed knees over here, which is really cool. Okay, really cool. Very nice. I always like this feature of Exia Gundam, this joint over here. Alright, start it back over here, move it down. Not gonna show the backward motion, okay, even though you can probably move about 45 degrees. Alright, let's just collapse all this down first. Then we move it down here, over here, the ankle guard can be lifted. Similar for the back, can move, have some motion also. And over here, you can move the ankle front by this much. Okay, you can also move it back by this much. You can have a full 360 rotation if you want to, but I'm not going to do it because I do not want to loosen the joints. And over here, you want more articulation for the feet, depending on how you want to pose. You can move it front or back. Okay, cool. Let me just straighten this first. Alright, okay, shield wise, you can actually move the shield up slightly this way. You can move it front, back, rotate it over here, and for the shield, you can actually open it up this much, open up this much. And over here, there's a sort of a GN drive or particle here that you can actually rotate. And that's pretty much about it. And over here, you can move it from sideways to sideways. Cool. Alright, so now I'm gonna go through the weapons it comes with. Before that, let me just move the weapons over here. It does come with a nice stand, and I like the way the stand has Graham Gundam. Just really nice signature that you have over here. Typical stand and hands that you can choose, which I'm not going to go through. Just gonna put it aside here. Alright, so another part you need to put in this GN drive over here. So this GN drive, okay, you gotta make sure it goes in here directly. So you slot it in. Once you slot it in, I can tell you guys that it's not easy to remove. It stays in really tight. So just take note of that. So you gotta really slot it in exactly to where it slides in. And here we go, slides it in. Alright, cool. So here we see that it comes with 7 swords. Okay, I do like this 7 blades. So you can see that the only weapons it comes with are these 7 blades. So it does to show that this Exia Repair 4 is a close distance melee type of Gundam, alright? Which is really cool, which is really cool. So it comes with all these swords. For example, this one, it can be a GN dagger and it can be a GN gun. So if it needs some long range action, you can actually convert this to a gun, which is quite cool. Cool. All right. So one thing I'm going to say, I'm going to put this together right now. Okay. I'm going to put these two parts together. This blade's over here. Okay. Let me just rotate this back to the front. All right. So for these blades, right, you can see over here, it has this part fits in over here. Okay. Just need to peg it in. Okay. Peg it in. Okay. But do be careful when you peg in, because I feel the plastic doesn't feel feels quite fragile. So you got to be really careful when you peg it in and rotate this. Just make sure that you don't break this plastic. So you will see over here this plastic joint. Okay, you can actually rotate it. You can move it up and down. But I do feel that the joint is a little bit fragile. The plastic is a little bit fragile, not really strong. So do be very careful when you handle it. All right. So next thing I'm gonna do in the store right now, I'm gonna put up the these two swords. Let me just take it off the tray first. So these two swords, all right. So these two swords fits in over here. So what you're gonna do, gotta just open this part. Okay, this part slides out, but it doesn't really have any use for it to be slide out. So what you do, you just need to make sure this clip goes over here, clip it in, slide it to the top, and it clips in very nicely. So similarly for the other one. So how you can tell if, which side to put is that one side has a GN word written, one side doesn't have. So the GN word has to be facing outwards. So similarly over here, push this to the back. Alright, push this back in and slide it up. So once you can feel it slide in tightly, means that the sword is very much in place. Cool. Alright. So next one we're gonna do the long sword. So we're gonna take out these two pegs. Alright, and then we have these two longer swords. Similarly, the GN words facing outwards, so you know which direction to put. So over here you can see there's a, you can just pack it in over here very nicely. So let me just do it here right now. Alright, clips in like a charm. Alright, similarly for this one. Okay, clip it in, slide it up, and there you have it. And then you have the 4 swords on the GN shield. Cool. 4 swords on the GN shield. You have 2 daggers at the back. And now you have one final long sword. This is so nice. This sword is so nice. I don't know, call it a blade or a sword, but it's really, I call it more of a blade than a sword, but this blade is really nice. So how this blade goes is that this part slides in at the back over here. So you slide it in at the back, okay, and then you can rotate it. You can actually lift it up here if you want to, or you can rotate it sideways if you want to. I like to rotate it this way so you know I can see it's consistently in the same direction. So I have this OCD, you know, I like the swords to all be facing one particular direction. Yeah. So here we have Exia Repair 4. Wow, looking really cool. Really love the design for this piece. It's a very simple design. Okay. And really there's not a lot of accessories that comes with this. It's just the GN shield, which comes with the robot and the 7 blades. Right, but this looks really nice, despite the fact that it's a heavily modified Gundam Exia, because it's Gundam Exia Repair 4. But it does look really awesome, and I love the design. You know, I really love the design. I'm glad Bandai made this. And you know, the organic arm, you know, this robotic arm over here really adds a very unique touch to the figure. You know, you won't feel that you're buying a replicate figure because of all this way how it looks like. And especially if you're an Exia Gundam fan, definitely you want to get your hands on this because it's really awesome. And the way the GN shield is done and the way that the swords are stored on the back, you know, I really like it. You know, it's like a Ronin. You know, this figure looks like a Ronin with 7 swords on his back. And you know, I just can't describe further how impressed I am with the design of how this thing looks and how awesome it looks and how cool it looks, in fact. So this is a Tamashii web exclusive, which means that it is a one-time off production, most likely. I personally don't think they're gonna do any recolor to this thing. It's probably just a one-time off production for the fans, and probably this is like a final milking of the Exia mold, but a good milking one. So if you're an Exia fan, if you're a Gundam 00 fan, you should really get this. And like I said, it's a wonderful figure full of die casts, really awesome, really nice, really cool, just nice to complete Exia. And I think personally, the only way they can actually top this up is probably give us the old Riser, reissue the old Riser for goodness sake, just the old Riser alone, or reissue the old Riser with the XN Riser, just so that we can get a complete 00 XN Riser to wrap it up for the Exia series. And that would be wonderful to wrap up the Exia series. So here's Charles signing off with yet another toy review. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Do stay tuned to my channel for more reviews next time. And during this COVID-19 pandemic that is still haunting the world, I hope everybody stays healthy, wear your mask, and maintain social distancing. And let's hope we find a cure for COVID-19 soon. Alright, goodbye.